Going to go through a nice strength and conditioning as well as mobility exercise for your foot and ankle complex as well as your calves. So we're going to start off, just want you to follow me through this routine, and I'm sure in time we're going to see some excellent benefits. We'll start off, and I'm going to do this in real time, so you can just copy me accordingly, okay? So what we're going to do, just going to place both legs on the roller, just going to pop it on there, going to hold for a minute. It's nice and comfortable. What you can do is just gently rotate your legs in and out. So in other words, I'm just rotating my legs, moving my thighs, so my toes are rotating. Just point in that direction there. Really keep the foot and ankles nice and relaxed. You can maintain good posture as well, that'll be excellent. 10 more seconds. And relax. We're going to move on to our glute foam roll. So remember from there, going to sit comfortably onto the glute. If I'm doing the right glute, we're going to take the right ankle over, make sure your left knee is nice and straight, and just lift your chest up. And once we're in that position again, we're going to hold that for a minute on this side. So you can just find that tender area and relax into it, or from there just very gently move in and out of that movement. But please make sure that our chest is nice and tall. A minute's going to feel like quite a long time in this position, so we're just breathing in and out, relaxing, really trying to, you can lean a little bit more into some of the tender areas around that glute, they'll be fantastic. Nice and smoothly in and out will be fantastic. When we move on to these areas, or some of these areas when we do our movement specific stuff, and we come back to loosening off these areas, we'll hold it for 30 seconds. 10 more seconds. And stop there. We're going to swap sides. So remember, you're going to move your hips over onto that right hand side. Then you're going to lean onto that left glute, so left leg over your ankle. Keep this right knee nice and straight. Lift your chest up nice and tall. And from there, we either hold it in that position, or we can just gently move in and out. We'll find some more tender areas if we lean over to the side a bit more. Just be mindful, very easy for us to drop that knee in. Remember, we're going to keep the hips open, make sure that that right knee stays nice and straight. Once we've done this exercise, we're going to go into the calf mobility one. So that's the one where we go onto our stepper, and we're just going to gently move in and out of that calf stretch. So in 3, 2, 1, switch the roller off. Okay, so with the calf stepper, you're just going to step onto it. We can start at the bottom if you choose, or go all the way up nice and comfortably. Remember, if you're holding on, what we're looking to do here is to keep your heels down, arches up. We're slowly going to go into the stretch and then back. Gently in and then back. Making sure that your heels stay down and really smoothly going in. So you can keep those knees soft, arches slightly up, and gently in and out. Keeping your shoulders relaxed. more we focus on those heels staying down, keep those toes in contact with the floor. What I'd like us to do, you're going to do another 15 seconds. Again, this is a smooth and rhythmical movement in and out. In 3, 2, and 1. We're going to now move on to the calf raises. So with our calf raises, I would like us to position on our step, or stairs for that matter. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our toes are evenly spread out, hands out in front of us. We're nice and slowly going to go down into our lovely calf stretch. We're going to push our toes down, lift our heels up, keep our knees nice and soft. Remember, our thighs are staying pretty relaxed, and we're slowly going to go down into our stretch again. What I'd like us to do, we're going to do 10 in total. So we're going to come back up, and then slowly back down. I believe this is coming up for 4. So we're going to come up, keep the knees soft, slowly back down. Up for 5. Really keep concentrating on those knees staying soft. You need to reposition your feet again, that's fine. Push those heels down, a lovely stretch. Up for 6. Slowly back down. Up for 7. Slowly down. For 8. Take your time, even though you feel it might be burning, just really keep those knees soft, keep pushing up through those toes. Lovely arches at the top, slowly back down. We'll do one more, up we come, and then really slowly back down. And stop there. Once we've done our initial calf raises and that, we're going to go into our inchworms. Now with your inchworms, I'm going to do up to a minute. So I'm going to move up and down, just small little movements. So I want you to go up across the room, turn around, come back. So starting now, I'll demonstrate the first one, and time starts now. So onto that position, we start into a nice lovely plank position. Walk your toes up, push your heels down, walk your hands back out. Walk your toes up. Push your heels, push your chest. You push your chest down towards the floor whilst push your heels down, and then walk your hands back out again. I'm going to keep turning around. Walk the toes up. Push your heels down. Push your chest down towards the floor. Walk your hands out. Allow your shoulders, remember, allow your shoulders to settle back into that position. Walk back up, push your heels down, walk your hands back out. Keep a lovely good posture, toes back up, push your heels down, and then we're going to walk your hands back out again. Keep concentrating on that posture. We're going to do 2 more. Up we come, heels down, walk out. Last one, walk up, heels down, walk out into a lovely position and relax. We're going to aim for a minimum of 6 and try and work up to 10. Once we've gone through those there, I'm going to move on to single leg calves. The aim here again is we're going to work for a minimum of 7 up to 10. So we're going to keep, if I start on my left calf, what we're going to do is you're going to allow that left heel to drop down, keep your right foot hovering right next to the left, push down through that left foot all the way up, slowly back down. We're going to push up and slowly back down. Up for 3. Slowly back 4. Keep that knee soft. Feel that stretch on the way down. Keep your shoulders relaxed. 5. Slowly down. 6. Slowly down. Keep your shoulders relaxed. 1 more for the set. 7. And all the way down. Excellent. Once we've done that, move straight onto the other leg. So we forget about the burn on that calf. Allow the heel to go down. Push up. Remember, always trying to feel like you're keeping that knee, especially the front of your leg. Try and keep that front of your leg as relaxed as possible. Push up for 2. Slowly back. Up for 3. All the way down. 4. 5. Keep the knee soft, push that heel back down. Remember, when you push that heel back down, your weight still stays over your body. Up for 6. Slowly down. And 7. And all the way down. All the way down. And relax. Once you've done that, I'd like us to go into our calf foam roll, just to desensitize those areas. They're nice and comfortably, calf in front of you, or right in front of you, calves comfortably on there. Just relax those shoulders. Remember to get those thighs just nice and gently rotating in and out. I said earlier on we could hold it for 30 seconds. If you feel that you need 60, please do. Just a smooth rotation from the thighs rotating in and out. Keep the shoulders as relaxed as possible. We're going to move on to our stabilise calf raise. We're going to do this up against a wall. So I'll move the platform out the way. What we're going to do is start off with here. You're going to start with the toes up to the wall. We're going to get the knee touching the wall. The idea here is to pull this foot back as far as we can, but still making sure the heel stays in contact with the floor, but our knee stays in contact with the wall. What we're going to do from here is we're going to go lift up onto our toes, and just imagine that the knee is just nice and comfortably sliding along the wall rather than pushing into the wall. So we're going to come up for 2, ready to push up as high as we can go, onto really pushing the toes down, lifting the heel up, and then really slowly back down. You may even feel a nice stretch to the opposite hip. And lift up for 3. Push the heel down, up for 4. Up for 5. Remember when I'm pushing that heel down, I keep my toes in contact with the floor at all times. 6. Now same with the single leg calf raises or straight leg raises, we can do anywhere between 7 and 10. And just for this set, we're going to opt for 7. Slowly back down. So once it starts to feel easier, we can move up to a slightly higher number. We're going to swap sides. So remember, we're going to start with the toes touching the wall, and we're going to push our knee so that can touch the wall as well. You might want to take this leg back a little bit more, feel the stretch to this hip as well. And what we're going to do is see if we can pull this foot back as far as we can. So I'm just gently sliding it back, but making sure that my heel is staying flat on the floor. And from there, I'm going to go back up onto my toe, spread my toes out when I get to the top, and then slowly move down and push my heel into the floor. Up we come for 2. And we're really trying to lift that heel up as high as you can. And 3. When I'm pushing my heel down, my toes are staying gripped into my shoe, into the floor, pushing down, slowly back down. Up we come, 5, slowly back down, 6, and 7, and all the way down. Very good. Okay, once we've done that, we're going to go into a balance reach exercise. I'm going to show you front on, and then I'm going to show it to you how we do it side on. Remember from there, actually if I use a different color roller, it'll be easier to see. Okay, so if I start with standing on my left leg, what I'm looking for here is I'm going to have that roller relatively close to me, so I'm reaching underneath me. So the idea from that position is left leg in line with the roller, hands out in front of me. I'm just going to reach and hinge from my hips down to the roller, keep that balance, and then drive back up. So side on, and again we're going to do anywhere between 7 and 10. So again, rollers underneath me, left knees in line. I'm going to go down, reach, so it's underneath me, and from that position with it being underneath me, I'm going to hinge back up. It's easier for us to focus on the spot. So when I'm hinging here from the hips, I'm bending the knee just ever so slightly, my weight's over my foot, and then my tummy is underneath the roller, and from there I'm going to push my weight through the ground with my left leg to come back up. So always imagine me hinging from the hips. So again, I'm going to hinge from the hips, down for 4, and from that position, nice and slowly back up. You'll really start to feel the foot and calf starting to burn, down for 5. And if you don't feel like it's burning, we just need to increase the amount of repetitions we do prior to this point. And we'll build it up because this will become easy in time. Down we go. Hinge over. See, I'm not reaching with my upper body, I'm reaching with my pelvis hinging, keeping this knee nice and soft, foot nice and balanced. So you want to make sure that we've got a nice weight through the forefoot, about 60% of the weight through the front of the foot, but make sure that the heel stays down. One last one. Down we go. So my knee is soft, nice and balanced, and I'm hinging back up. Once we're done with the left leg, we're going to move on to the right leg. So I'll move on to this side so you can see me. I'll do a few different angles. Okay, so standing on my right leg, and we're moving first to see my bum back, but allow my chest to go over, have it underneath my body, and from that position, hinging, pushing through the ground, and back up. So front angle, again from there down for 2. Hinge, sit, push down, drive back up. Do another angle, down for 3. So keep looking at a spot when you go down, and back up. What might be really good is when you're reaching and you're hinging down, me reaching this leg back out allows me just to switch my body on a little bit better. My weight is over and I'm driving over. So try and reach your left leg or the opposite leg back. So we're going to go down, hinge from the hips, over we go, maintain the balance and drive back up. Making sure that that right knee is nice and soft. Up we go. Last 2. And 1 more. And up we come. After that, I'd like us to do our calf foam roll like we did right in the beginning of the session again. And we're going to repeat the same sequence of exercises just done now for another set. As we get stronger, as we build up our endurance and strength, this will become easier. Keep up the good work and look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye for now.